Hey, this is Mr. Evilcheese, and this is my review of The Walking Dead Series 8 Rick Grimes action figure, made by McFarlane Toys. Now, Rick changes his look so often that McFarlane can't really keep up with his look. I mean, they finally came out with this one, and he's already shaved his beard off and dressed in an officer uniform, so you can't keep up. If they make an officer figure, he'll probably be dressed like something else. But still cool to get all these different versions of Rick, and this might just be my favorite TV show version of Rick that they have made so far, because it looks really badass and Rick looks pissed off. But I gotta open it to go over it a little better. And there you can see the package. You can see it's a pretty plain package. It's got the new world's gonna need Rick Grimes that Abraham wrote on the map, and then Morgan found that. And you can see it comes with an AK-47 and the red-handled machete and his revolver, of course. And there's the back of the package that shows everybody else you can get. There's the exclusive GameStop Carol, exclusive Walgreens Tyrese, and there's also not pictured the box set of Morgan and Walker. Well, let's open this up. Now this is an awesome looking Rick. He looks mean, man. He looks pissed. Like he's gonna chop somebody up with a machete. And then he does do that. So that's probably why he looks like that. But he does look pissed. He's got all those scratches all over his face. Just got that angry look. His beard looks like it's gonna attack somebody. So he's just an angry looking Rick, and I love it. I like the jacket look too. I mean, it's just almost like Rick turning into Wolverine or something. It's just really awesome. Now, I said when I was looking at the Morgan figures, they had more than one at Toys R Us, that some of them were a little different. Like the paint and everything was just different. I mean, that happens in lots of figures, but I'd say out of the ones that I got, Morgan, Dale, Rick was the one that had the most varying paint jobs. Like, there was some that looked way different. Like, a completely different person painted it with almost different colors. It was just weird how different they were. So you really got to look at these. And some of them I've seen people post online. He kind of like looked like he had a unibrow because of that cut on his nose. It looked like this is part of his eyebrow, and so you got to watch for that kind of thing. Because I think mine looks fine with that. I think maybe his eyebrows should be a little darker, but as for it blending in with a cut, I don't think it does. I think they look separate. It definitely looks like a cut in his nose. The other cuts on his face look awesome. The only thing about the paint that kind of bothers me on his face is his beard. Right there on his cheek. It's kind of hard to point, but right there on his cheek, he's got them little, like, sharp shapes painted there, like them little jagged things. It just looks kind of funny. From a distance, it looks alright. When you look up close, you see them little weird beard triangle thingies. It's just kind of funny. And he's got some white in his beard, because he does have white on his beard in the show. Especially in Season 5. That's cool they put that in there. And his hair gets a lot more wavy, because it's getting long. They got that. But yeah, the sculpt I think is perfect for Rick. I've seen some people repaint it too. And you can tell with their repaints that the sculpt is just perfect to paint. Anything that's making this not look like Rick is just something to do with the paint, because the sculpt is just perfect, I think. It looks like leather. Looks like a leathery type material. It's kind of glossy, but not too glossy. So I think it's just right. It looks really nice. There's some shading in there. Looks really good. The shirt looks really nice with the shading on it. And also the fuzzier part of the jacket up there around the collar looks really nice. And the sleeves got them buttons on it. You can see the seams in the jacket. It's a really nice jacket. I like it. There's his hands. Got the finger that he can hold on to his gun. There's his other hand. He's got his ring. What's going on with his fingers there? I don't know. It kind of looks like his fingers are kind of squished or something. That's weird. I wonder if mine's just like that, or if they're all like that. Yeah, something's definitely wrong with his hand there. This hand looks fine except for that little line on it. As for the lower body, I'm pretty sure everything from the belt down is the same sculpt that we got on the Series 6 Rick. Because I was comparing them. I'll compare them in a minute here, but it was basically the same exact sculpt. I don't think there's anything different. The paint's even pretty much the same. Now he comes with a red-handled machete, and as you can see, it is the exact same sculpt as the gray-handled one. It's just got the handle painted red, and it looks like there's a little more detail on the blade part to make it look a little more real, or at least more worn and used. And it actually looks like the shape of the handle and the jagged part of the blade, you can actually see it better on this one. On this one, it almost looks like it's, I don't know, the mold didn't take right or something. But yeah, I like the red one a lot better. It was much more memorable. And I actually think the handle is supposed to be a little different than this. It has like a little, like a lip or a nub or something on the end here. But I don't care. Whatever. It's a cool looking machete. Of course, he comes with this trusty revolver. You can see it's not really much different from this one. It's just painted different. See, that was nice, shiny and silver. Got a light brown handle. This one's got a dark brown handle, and it's silver, but a little bit used looking, I guess. But still, basically the same sculpt and everything. And he also comes with this AK assault rifle. And at first glance, I thought it was just all black, but actually you can see like the sort of like wooden parts, or, you know, I don't know if it's actually wood, but you know what I mean. This part in the back here are like a really dark brown, but they're slightly different from the black part. And also the black part has like the highlights on it to make it look more metallic. And it's got the strap on it. So it's a really cool little assault rifle. And I'll put that in his hands in a minute here. See, there's actually a little bit of texture on the strap there. That's really cool. So there he is holding a rifle, and you can get him in a really nice shooting position. So that's really awesome. It's really difficult to get this hand on there. Like, you could probably get the thumb onto the other side of the gun so it's actually in his hand more, but it was difficult. And actually, I didn't actually get his finger into there so you saw the trigger. I'm sure you could do that too. It's a little tough, but still got it in a good position, I'd say. I like it. I want to say his joints are really stiff, more than the Morgan or Dell. Like, his legs right here at the hips are really stiff, and also at his wrist and his head. All of that was really stiff. So I don't even know if I got his head to move all the way yet. So I don't know if you can hear that, but it's really stiff. I might want to use a hairdryer on it to get it loosened up a little bit. So there he is, holding the red-handled machete, about to carry out his promise to kill Gareth with it. Gareth, whatever. But that was an awesome scene. I'm really glad they included that red-handled machete, even though I could have just painted the gray one red, but it's just the idea that it came in the package and it's the official one. But that's just cool. That was an awesome scene. It says it's the wrong jacket for Gareth, but oh well. Close enough. And there he is with his revolver. And you can see that mine has a skin tab. There's a skin tab that's sticking off of Rick's thumb. So I'm going to have to cut that off. There you can see the skin tab on his thumb. I don't think that's supposed to be there. Actually just lightly brushed it and it fell off. So it wasn't really on there very well. But while I'm here, got a really nice good view of the face. You can see, I think it's pretty good. They got his blue eyes in there. They're not wonky-eyed like sometimes. I like the little scratches all over his face. Like I said, the eyebrows might need to be a little darkened or something. I don't know. But for the most part, other than little sharp pieces of hair coming up onto his cheeks, I think it looks really good. I mean, this really looks like Rick. Paint ain't perfect. One thing about the other ones, I was saying there was different ones at the store. Lots of them, he had like really, really dark spots under his eyes, like he was a zombie almost. I don't know what the deal is with that. And now for a look at the articulation. Like I said, his joints are really stiff. His head's still stiff, but it's loosened up now. I thought I was going to use a hairdryer, but I didn't. It came loose. But it could turn to the side good. Can't really look up and down very much, though. That's about it. Not too bad. He doesn't have that side-to-side motion that the Morgan figure has. If you haven't seen that video, I'll show you what I'm talking about. See, his head kind of could go to the side, but his can't. It's not really a necessary thing for it to do, but just letting you know that this one can't do it. The shoulder articulations good, not perfect. You can see it's kind of hindered. But you can do most things you'd want to do, I think. You can't make his arms completely spread out, going out to the side, but close enough. You get a little further than 90 degrees at the elbows, so that's good. I think that's better than Dell was. And there's some articulation at the wrist. It's really hindered by his jacket, but you can see at that opening there's a little bit of give, or whatever you'd call that. There. Go that way. Oh, sorry. So, decent articulation on his arms. Up at the torso, can't really spin, doesn't really do anything there. But at the hips, it's got the same articulation as his Series 6 Rick. So, if you have that, you know what to expect. It's really good articulation. It's got the Darrow articulation, I'd say. It's not really hindered by anything. This tries to hinder it, but it's really, really flexible, so it fails. Could go out forward in a sitting position, and I think my Rick is breaking. Uh-oh. That's not good. What happened to my Rick? Is it broke, or is it just popping loose? That doesn't look good. Oh no. Yeah. I think I might need to get a new Rick. I'm not sure about that. I like this head though. I might have to get a new one and switch the heads. But I'm okay with this one for now. It looks normal for a moment. It's just... yeah, it looks like his leg must not be turning. It must be stuck. So when I tried to push it forward, it just kind of popped out of place. See, like I said, these joints are really stuck on him for some reason. I'm going to try a hairdryer and see if I can fix this before I take it back. Moving on. There's the knee. Some decent articulation, about 90 degrees. You can spin there too. It's really loose there too. Everything else is stiff, but right there it's loose. And is there anything at the ankle? I forget. Doesn't seem like it really does anything at the ankle. So that's about it for articulation. So here's a comparison to the Series 6 Rick on the left and the Series 7.5 Woodbury Assault Rick on the right. So they're all really awesome Ricks, I think. But this one suffered from a lot of bad paint jobs. I was kind of fixed on this one, on the right here, with a really awesome shirt update. But I think this one is my new favorite Rick, out of the TV series at least. He's just badass. I love this one. Not that these two aren't good, it's just this one just blows them away. In my opinion, I love it. Like I said about the legs, it looks like that's the exact same legs to me. The wrinkles are all the same. Everything looks the same about them legs. Although it looks like this one's got a little more buttons or something painted on there. Yeah, actually, the one on the right and left have some of them buttons painted. This one doesn't. Because that'd probably be like eyelet or something. Metal eyelets. I'm trying to get a comparison of these faces. See that Series 6 Rick? I got a cleaner one, but it's still really dirty looking. Beards. See, the beard is much bigger now. Not too big, but too much bigger, but a little bit bigger, I guess. See, the hair is a lot more wavy on this newer one. Compares it to a much cleaner looking Rick. See the one on the right? Almost don't, I don't know. Something's a little weird about that one. I mean, I do like that one, it's just something's a little off. He's sort of an evolution of Rick. Not in the order these were released, but in like sort of the order of the looks in a way. I mean, these four here, their heads, they may have them switched up with the wrong bodies, but I switched them around a little bit, so it doesn't really matter. But that's a lot of awesome Rick figures. Here's another look at them all. I mean, look at that difference. Looks like Deputy Rick's looking over him like, who the hell is that guy? Freaking caveman. And there's Rick next to Michonne and Carl from Series 7. And I think these are all the looks. I know Michonne and Carl are in their right clothes for like when they're on their way to Terminus. I think that's what Rick was wearing. Because I think all them scratches, aren't they, from when they fought them guys, the Claimers, whatever. Yeah, it's cool to have them all in matching clothes. Daryl. Next to Morgan. So Morgan never actually got to see Rick with his big giant beard like this, but so what? There he is next to Gareth. I already showed them real quick. So I love this Rick. It is a really, really awesome Rick. I think it is now my favorite out of the TV series. Possibly even out of both series, but this, I don't know, it's really tough to beat that comic book series 3 Rick. That one is just amazing. But this one is really awesome too. It's just a badass version of Rick. He just looks pissed. I love the scratches on his face, his beard. I like the jacket he's wearing. Comes with a red handle machete, an AK, and of course his revolver. But I just think it's a really well done Rick. It's painted really good. You gotta watch though. Some of them aren't painted as good as the others. But his joints are stiff, and as you can see, I may have broke the leg on mine. But yeah, you better be careful about that. If any of the joints feel too stiff, you might want to try to heat it up first and then try to loosen those joints up. I love this Rick. It's my favorite. I highly recommend it. But if you're watching this, you're probably going to buy this Rick regardless. So, whatever. Well, this is Mr. Evilcheese. Thanks for watching. This Rick is awesome. And, goodbye. Yeah. You're not cut out for this world, Rick. You're not going to survive. Only I can protect your family. I just bit a guy's throat out. Ooh. That's nasty. And I see you're holding that skateboard. I don't know if you watched the last 2 reviews. The endings both involve somebody getting something shoved up their ass. So how do you think this one's going to end? Me shoving this up your ass? Exactly. Stick it in there, Shane. Don't be a pussy. Okay. Shove it in there. I don't want to be a cyborg. Would that really be a cyborg? I'm sorry, Rick. I missed. Ugh. Well, isn't that convenient? How come you couldn't miss when you were with Lori? Now we gotta take care of Judith, you asshole. You're not consistent. I am so consistent. I'm a consistent.